Hello everyone, my name is Nerise and I will be sharing some photography tips with you over a series of some episodes, and I'm going to keep it nice and easy and just the basics of photography, just to give you some skills for when you come back to visit us in the beautiful Klasiri, that you can get that perfect wildlife shot. And actually this morning we are extremely lucky to have some wild dogs with us, sharing some time with these amazing animals. So we'll do these lessons on a practical way. I will be sharing some tips as we're shooting animals, and then I'm gonna put those photos with my video on, that you can actually see the difference between the settings that we will be using. But really I'm not going to go into all the technical stuff. It's just going to talk about a little bit about framing, composition, and then some of the settings will go through the basic ones, to just encourage you and inspire you to get that camera out of the cupboard, dust it off, and then start shooting with me now. Even though you don't have wild dogs, African wild dogs, in your back garden or in your wherever you are at this moment in time, you can go and get your dogs out, your cat or your children or your grandma, whoever. Just go and get a subject and start taking photos, and then through all these episodes maybe you'll just get that perfect one. And please share your photos with us. I'm happy to engage with you and comment on your photos, and then I'll give you some tips as we go through all these episodes. And the sun is out, so in photography always use the sun, always use what light you have. We had just now clouds, now we have sun, so now we're going to start shooting. Amazing models we have here this morning. So we have that beautiful light. It's quite harsh from in front, but I do have my lens hood on, so it will just cut that flare out a little bit. And the dogs are getting a bit mobile now, they're in the riverbed. So with animals it is tricky. You must always be ready for whatever. You have so much elements to work with. We have the wind today, we have the clouds, the sun coming out and in, so you have the highlights, shadows that you must work with. But you know what, when you're out here you just take whatever you can, and then afterwards we can always edit a little bit. I'm not a fan of over editing. I like to shoot it as I see it, and then just add some contrast afterwards or that, but we'll go into that a bit later. But for now, we can just shoot some wild dogs, and then we'll see what we get. In photography there's three things that's important. I think what is kind of the most important is your f-stop, your shutter speed, and your ISO. I'm sure you have heard of these things, and maybe it sounds for you like a bit of Greek, but it's actually very straightforward. So your f-stop is the number that you can change from whatever your lens allows, 5.6 all the way maybe to 22. So with wildlife it's the best to get that crisp photos. If you drop your f-stop all the way down to what it can be, what that does is it just opens up basically your lens all the way up to get all that light in, and then to create that beautiful background blur, so that your subject is in focus and the background is blurred. But if you want to get the dog in here in the front, I will show you. I push my f-stop all the way up to maybe 20. Now what I get is I get the front dog in and I get the back dog in, both in focus. So that is what your f-stop does. That works with your shutter speed basically. So when you drop your f-stop down to 5.6, your shutter speed will be higher, because it works with the light it gets in. So they work together, and of course then your ISO as well, but that one I will discuss separately. It is quite a bit more technical. So taking photos of wild dogs, just amazing. Love it out here in the bush, here in the Klasiri. We're out here getting some photos, getting some footage for you guys, and of course stay tuned for my next photography lesson, and that will be on shutter speed.